music. All right, hello everybody. How's all the fiddlers and accompanists and bar on bangers and everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Good? That's good. Okay, we had a bit of sad news in my house on Saturday. My wife plays in the Kitchener-Waterloo Symphony, and they got an email on Saturday night, said that their season was canceled. Don't come to work on Monday. And no notice, no. They just renewed their contract on last week, and they got a 3% raise, which I guess the management gave them because they knew they were going to close anyway. I don't know, but anyway, and so they're all out of work, and there's no real explanation, no notice. It's a terrible situation, and they had a management meeting last night with the management, and Jen said that one of the board members was doing the talking. She just cried the whole time, said that they didn't see it coming, and that if they didn't have $2 million by Friday, that they had to close the doors. So that's what they're up against now. So Jennifer did a GoFundMe, just a desperate attempt, and it is up over 120 grand now already, and that was just yesterday. She put it up there. So if you wanted to donate there, that would work. If they can't use the money to reopen the doors, they're going to use it to help the musicians that are now out of work. Anyway, really sucks. So are they owing money on rental? Nobody knows. I can't figure it out. Who needs this $2 million by Friday, But anyway, regardless, she managed to get all of her work back, but that she turned down because of Kitchener. So she's playing with Toronto Symphony tonight. So she's pretty lucky, but she's not. She's only a few lucky people. The rest of them are out of work. So anyway, so we'll crack on tonight because we have an orchestra. And tonight, I thought we could work on the set we learned last week, put it together, do it nice and easy, nice and slow, work it up a little bit, and then we'll work on the other set. All right? So let's warm up. Let's get in tune. Okay. I'm putting my tuner on. Okay. Okay, what should we warm up with tonight? I guess G, because we're dealing with G in a big way with this set. So let's do that. G major, for a change. Okay, ready? And this is a slow tuner. Ready, go. Arpeggio. Okay, scale was really good. Arpeggio suffered a tiny bit. Let's just do the whole thing again, okay? Why not? Ready, go. everybody play your B? Yay! Now there's not much difference between flat B and in-tune B, is there? Not much. But the only word I can use to describe it is bright. It brightens up a tiny bit when it gets in tune. Okay? The one on the A string is a little easier than the one on the G string. That one's a bugger. But anyway, let's do the arpeggio once more with that in mind. Ready, go. There we go. Lovely. Much better that time. Shall we pick up the speed? Let's do scale and then arpeggio, but faster, like this. Okay, and we'll see where we land. 1, 2, 3, go. Not too bad. How's everybody feeling? Warm? Or at least Luke? Okay, let's bring this set up. So we got the, what do you call it? Anybody know what you call it? The tea gardens, that's right. Okay. And then the going to the well for water. And Maggie Brown's, that's right. Okay, so I'm just going to bring all that up. We'll practice it. We should definitely, hold on here. Not now. Okay. We should definitely join them up first, though. We haven't done that yet. Okay. Tea garden set. Okay, and thanks to Don and Bill and everybody that weighed in for the very good transcribing of the version. Has everybody got the good version now? Isn't that nice? Great. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's see how go backwards. We're going to start backwards. That's how we put the sets together. So let's practice Maggie Brown's, and then we'll practice the little tail that goes into it. And then we'll practice going to the well and the same thing, and then we'll get to the end. Okay? So, Maggie Brown's favorite. Let's see, how fast? Would that work? Let's do it. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and for the ending, since there's two big G's, everybody pick an arpeggio note, a B or a D or a high G, and so we'll belt out a big G major chord at the end. Okay, now that sounds really good. How's everybody feeling about that? No problems? She's a catchy one, eh? Oh yeah, we'll be practicing it a lot. Oh yeah? How do you feel?
All right.
You playing bits and pieces of it, or can you get? Oh yeah. Yeah, the second part is hard. Yeah. Anybody else anybody else not able to get through the second part? Because we can go real slow. Little bit? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go the second part really slow. Even though I just had a drink of coffee, I'll try to keep my nerves down. Okay, so really slow. Ready, go. Sounds really, really good. Better? Yeah, you're right in there, the both of you. Now let's do it again, just like that, except even better. And the people that are finding it slow, let's work on getting it bang on in tune. Okay, you can tune to me, I promise. Ready? Go. Good, sounding good. So now we'll be ready for that. Now let's see how it joins up. So, now we want to get that G in there. Yeah, so we're going to turn the D into a quarter note, and we're going to use that high G as the pickup for Maggie Brown's. Everybody get that idea? We do it all the time. Okay, so let's try now. Well, let's just do the whole B part of Going to the Well. It's hard to pull out. Well, we can do the last line. Let's do the last line of Going to the Well. Okay, nice and easy. Ready, and... Very good. Do it again just like that. Ready? Go. Okay, one more. Now the other thing is you want to make sure you're doing that D quarter note and the G in an up bow. It should be on an up bow when you get there. And you're going to want to up that so you can come down nice and strong on the beat 1 of Maggie Brown's. One more time with that in mind. Nice little jig up there. Ready, go. Very good. Good. Now, let's see if we can practice Going to the Well. So let's play it 3 times for the practice. And then we're going to slide into Maggie Brown's and see if it works. Okay? Let's see if we can do it. How fast can we go? A little faster than that? That work? Let's do it. Ready, 2, 3. One more. A little faster. It's good, it worked. It worked. Only a few dents on the helmets there. And how does Going to the Well feel? Is it okay? I found the tempo is being fought a little bit, and it's a danger with this tune because of all those quarter notes, right? You gotta wait. You gotta draw out that bow. Do it with your length of bow. Try to make all the quarter notes the same length of bow, no matter what. Okay, if you do that, it should not speed up. But we'll keep working on that, don't worry. Now, let's see about the tea gardens into it. Let's see. Just very simple. So same thing, we're gonna knock the dot off of that G and use the B pickup to get into the Going to the Well. So let's give that a try. Now, there was a lot of back and forth about the transcribing of this tune, the what do you call it, the tea gardens. And in the end, in your music, you had, before the high C, you have an E, right? Is that right, everybody? Good, okay. Now, in the other version, I think there was a high B. And it's really good, it's useful. The high B is useful because it sets up your hand. So if you hop up there with your third finger, right? See that? It does make it easier, but you don't have to. If you played an E along with that note, it would be really nice. Okay? So you can either just play the E, or you can hop up there and play a high B there instead. If you want to use that little trick, because that's what I do. I hop up there. Okay, so now let's see if we can do it. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's do it. Nice and easy. Ready, go. Good, but very tentative. It was like the volume was one level and then we hit the high C and it was like, okay, so let's belt it out, long and strong. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Pretty good. That was better. That was better. Let's do it one more time. And your high C's are not bad, guys. If you want to hear it. Down here. There we go. Here's your high C. Doesn't that sound glorious? Lovely high C. It's great. Let's try that. Let's try the 4-3-4. Okay, 4-3-4 on this region up here. Ready? Go. And it's right, you tuck that third finger right in there, man. Ready? Go. C's have moved. Let's try it again. Ready? Go. That's better. Do it again. Ready? Go. A little bit less screechy. Ready? Go. Better. One more time. Ready? Go. Now, can anybody tell me why it's so screechy up there? Even at the best of times. Anybody know why? You don't have to be closer to the bridge. Okay, definitely stay away from that bridge. You know, like good violinists, they can play close to the bridge and control their volume as opposed to how much bow they use. You know what I mean? Like it enables them to use lots of bow, so have lots of presence with a note, but still play it pianissimo, right? But I always tell people just stay the hell away from there. Because if you don't have that skill, you only get squeak. You only get scratch and squeak because it's just really hard to get the string vibrating there. Listen to that pluck. You hear that snap? Whereas, oh, lovely. See what I mean? Bow does the same thing. So definitely stay away from the bridge, but no. Oh, really? Well, just automatically assume you are. And I used to have a thing where I would do this when the other one, where I do this when I go to the E string. So what I did was, every time I went to the E string, I just remembered to pull them fingers in a little tiny bit, just knowing my tendency. But that's not why it's so screechy. If you have too much, hopefully you don't.
The string is shorter.
Yes. It's really hard to get that short string length vibrating. So what you need is a gentle, fast bow. Okay? So when you want to make it less screechy, try to be very gentle, but gas pedal. Move it. Okay? Let's try that last line again and see if I made any difference with my pep talk about high C. Ready? Last line. That was good and strong. Do it again. And this time we'll keep going. Ready? Go. Very good. Very good. One more time, a little faster. Ready? Go. Very, very good. Everybody feel better about that? Sounds more confident. It's good. And anybody tell me your first attempt at the high C or the second last attempt, was it sharp or was it flat? Anyone? Wrong. Sharp. So you overshot. Your pinky is longer than you think it is.
I had my tuner on and it told me I was playing C sharp.
Really? So you were really sharp.
Yeah, I had to keep going lower. I kept being worried that I'd be too low.
That's the problem. That's
overreaching.
exactly that. And that I find that the most common thing, like for people's high Bs, for instance, they are very often sharp because they're scared and they're reaching too far, basically. And everybody thinks that they don't have enough reaching power with the pinky. Everybody. They always tell me, oh, I have very short hands, or, you know, I only have one knuckle on my pinky. But most people can get all the way up there. So anyway, let's try the tea gardens. Nice and easy. It's the hardest one. Okay. Ready, 2, 3. Pretty good. How's everybody feeling about the tea gardens? Can we pick it up a little notch? Let's do it. And do you think we can just blast on through to the end of the set? I think we could. I'm going to check with the Zoomers because it's been a half hour. Negligent. How you doing, Zoomers? Everybody okay? No, nobody's sleeping. They're all doing good. Okay. Sorry I neglected you for a half hour. It's terrible. Okay. All right. Let's do it. 2 times each. And we'll rename this set Recycled Rice. 1, 2, 3. go. Okay, not bad. Thoughts and feelings? Felt okay? Yeah. I feel like the second part of Maggie Brown's can get away from everybody because it's so relentless with the eighth note, so it's kind of like running down the hill. It's a little bit fast. And also that middle tune as well. Feels like it wants to jump ahead, so watch that. The other thing is, when we go to repeat the Tea Gardens, I'd like us all to do those pickup notes. Okay, so when we come back around to repeat the tune, let's put those pickup notes in. Da 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 da. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, little breather. We'll try her again. Faster. Do your yoga or whatever. Okay. So maybe kind of like. Should we try it? Let's just try it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Not bad, but was it really faster? Not really. I think we could pick it up even more. And I forgot to check with the Zoomers too. They're probably already mad at me. You guys feel good about that last run through? Everything okay? Okay, we're gonna pick up the tempo this time because we didn't really pick it up that much. So, 1, 2, 3. go a notch too far on the metronome? Perfect. Let's see what that was, just to wonder. Anybody have a guess? 100? Anybody else?
95.
95 is the winner! So that's pretty quick. Yeah. And what's that? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we just learned it too, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I heard is, first of all, I'd like to work on that transition with the pickup, because we didn't really do that together. And then in the second part of the Maggie Browns, we could do to go over that a couple of more times too. So let's do that. So let's straighten out that pickup. I think I missed it too. So that's what we're going to practice, okay? Yeah. So let's do the last line and then repeat it with the pickup. We'll go a little slower. Ready, go. That was pretty good there. That was pretty good. Ready, again. Good. Okay, one more time to be sure. It's really good though. Ready, go. Very good. And what I was going to say about Maggie Browns is, for the second part, it's all about setting yourself up for success, okay? So remember that there's no long note getting into the second part of Maggie Browns. There's nowhere to breathe, nowhere to rest. So you got to go. See that? Now I find moves like that are hard, but if you know what finger that little scale up starts with, you're going to be a lot better off. Which finger is it? 2. Okay, so when you hit that lick, yeah. So or it's a 2. If you're wondering, it's a 2. Second ending, going into the second part of Maggie Brown's favorite. See that? No long note. And it's a scale up to the high B, but I just find people were confused about what note that scale starts on, but it's the G. Okay? So let's practice that a little bit too. So we'll do that last line. Okay, that's the second line of Maggie Brown's, and we're going to go into the second ending and into the second part. It's a whole feast of seconds. Ready? Go. Really good. Do it again. Really, really good. Ready? Go. Much better. That was even better. One more time. Ready? Go. Keep going. It's going to be good. Take a breather. We'll try one more time of the set. Now, remember I was telling you how I nicked my finger slightly the other week, and then I had 2 days with 3 gigs right after in bar gigs, and just the slightest nick on the first finger here, but that's of course my B and my E, right? And so the entire night, I had 2 gigs the entire time. It was killing me. Every time I put down that, right? And then when I go over to the E, it was going right in there. And then, so I got through that terribleness, and it was like starting to clear up. But you know how it gets jagged around the edge of those things and a little hard. And so I was playing with the boys at McVeigh's the other night, and didn't that thing rip the crap out of my A string, which I just bought? Completely ripped it to shreds. So anyway, I feel like this is about to happen again. So a little tiny cut. Never ever make snacks for your wife at 11 o'clock at night. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. And I have another life lesson. Donnie Wood. You know Donnie Wood? Yeah. He was going down some stairs in Nova Scotia, playing a dance weekend. He's a piano player, this guy, and he's getting up there. And he's got problems with his leg. So he was carrying these music stands, these wire music stands like you guys got. And he fell down the stairs backwards. And he, first of all, went over on his ankle, and he still got the boot on there. But the stairs smashed his face because he was holding things. He didn't stop himself. And the music stand, the wire part, went through his cheek and into his mouth. It's just the worst. And that's why you should never use music stands. Ever. They're dangerous for your health. Huh? Yeah. He looks, you wouldn't know it now in his face. We were supposed to do a dance not long after, and he called me and the dance caller and was like, I look like a burst mattress right now. Just to let you know. Anyway. Yeah, you guys are taking your life in your hands. So my dad used to say about water. He drank 20 Cokes a day. And he always said, water, that'll rot your guts out. One more time? One more time. Nice. Nice A's. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you pick a note. I don't want to hear a bunch of G's. Okay, how we feeling? That sounded really good. Let me check with the Zoomers here. How you guys doing, Zoomers? Good? I bet you picked a note at the end. None of them did. Anyway, very good. Okay, let's take a little break, 10 minutes, and then we're going to start in on the C set. Yes? Going to the second part?
Yeah, when you do those,
the rolls?
I try to listen to your fine thoughts like on cash.
I'm doing a roll, and then a grace note between the two F's.
So the second one is just going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's not, you can't do anything there. You got to just be simple. Yeah, you can't. See, or you can go. Yeah. See that? Just like that. Yeah, a roll is a turn that's lazy, that waits till the last minute. A turn is a roll that happens right off the crack. That's a turn. That's right. Waiting. That's the big difference. And the other difference is that with a roll, you don't hear the notes around the melody note. You just hear chirps. But in a turn, you hear the notes. Yeah, that's another difference. Yeah. All right. Sometimes what? I know, it's because I think that's all they have to put on the paper. Oh yeah. Yeah. It could, and we should keep doing it. Yeah. And that would be the idea. That's because I think it was a piper that wrote it. So, and he can make those noises. Yeah, they can make those noises. So that's exactly what he'd be thinking. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I was just reading
In the show, yeah.
That's some of that's filmed in a very well-known
Music gadgets. Yeah, I can't remember the name.
And now a documentary's just been done on that part. Which is so solid.
Yeah.
And it's all about music and
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be
Oh, wow. Please do. I'd love to watch it. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey.
So my daughter is saying that she might have a little bit of time to take a look at the website.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
I don't know whether you can maybe just mail me whatever. She wants to take a look at what's sort of behind the scenes when you
It's
go in.
crap. I think it's WordPress.
Yeah, she's not familiar with it, but she does a lot of graphic design stuff. She might be able to do something.
Probably, yeah. And the thing is, if you...
Are you tied to WordPress? Do you know if it has to be WordPress?
No.
She has another platform she thinks would be really good.
Squarespace?
I think it's Squarespace.
That's what my website is and Jennifer's website is.
Yeah.
This was done by James already, right?
But I wondered, is the actual email address attached to WordPress? Can you transfer the website name?
Oh yeah, you can transfer the name. Yeah, it's no problem. That's how I did my website.
Okay.
So I'll send all the login info
Could you send,
to you,
just to me?
and she can get in touch with me, and whatever she wants to do is going to be awesome.
Okay.
And switching to Squarespace would be good because I can actually put things on.
It's easy.
So
And you don't
anybody
have
can.
to be able to code. And she
Yeah.
takes it with WordPress. There's a certain amount of
I do,
coding.
and I tried. It was desperate. All I was doing was trying to change the phone number and the address.
Sure.
And it took forever, and James got all pissed at me. Had to get his guy to go in and do it right.
So maybe it's better to just switch to another platform.
Oh,
That's really
definitely,
easy.
definitely.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'll send you all the
If you can send
credentials.
it us, that would be great. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Well, hopefully she'll do it. She's in the midst of moving and taking courses and starting a new job, but she says if it's
Taking horses?
she's
Horses.
Yeah,
I thought you said horses.
no horses.
You just said, you know,
She's taking a project management course, so
Oh, wow.
because she's like she does like graphic design stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'll get her to take a look at it. See what
Sounds
she can do.
great. Thank you.
Okay.
How you doing, Darwin? Pretty good, man. Oh,
Yeah. 15 games, 10:30.
Oh, wow. That's the time my brothers play hockey. Wow.
We rent more all those places, any others, and of course we get the kids, we gotta get the ring in, we gotta get the ring in, so they all take it to this time.
That's what my brothers do. They love it or whatever. They love it though.
Just getting to sleep.
Yeah. Did you hear about that athlete who? Oh yeah, he tore a muscle, pulled a muscle. He's a big face athlete, and it was because he said he and the interviewer was like, how many hours did you get? I said, 11. And she was 14. Half your life you're unconscious. No. Yeah, I'm a 6 guy. Sometimes 5. Yeah, I just in my house we were kind of like really to bed late. We had to be up at 6. We wouldn't be in bed for it's just I don't know why it's just the way we work. My wife is like it's like 9 o'clock, she's like,
Too bad about KW. I saw that in the news. I didn't good things are too
She is, and she's very luckily, or not luckily, through a lot of hard work. She's first time. So she's always working everything. So she knew exactly who to call. She got the call. Just call them back and say, actually, there's only one. Yes, they are, except that there's only one.
We had it 6 or 7 players done as well.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Pretty good. We're growing. I want different instruments. So Elizabeth here is going to post it because we start sharing it out to get some different instruments. It's so great. There's accordions and flutes and stuff like that. It's totally cool. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to watch it. Alrighty, let's get back to work. Okay, guys, we're getting back to work now. As soon as I get these guys butts back in their seats. There are presently 10 outstanding butts.
Hey, Dad.
Just one second. Yes.
Well, I just want to share a story with you. I was in a summer retreats for classical music, and the guy told me to play near the fingerboard, and I said, but I'm not allowed to do that.
Near the fingerboard?
The fiddle's always in the middle. This was classical, and he's trying to get me to play at the fingerboard.
On the
I was telling him I can't. I'm not allowed to.
Well, I actually do play kind of like right about here.
That's where they wanted us to play.
That's dangerous.
I'm used to playing in the middle.
Sure, yeah, it depends on the fiddle too, really.
But they didn't want me to because it was classical, so they wanted it soft, right? Nice.
Oh, I see. Well, sorry.
But I kept saying I'm not allowed to.
Just tell them about me and they'll be fine. What were you going to say? I never played it with Laird, but I played it when I was a kid. They might. I haven't played it with him yet, but it seems like every time I play with Laird, he gives me a different book. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's a wicked tune. Okay, everybody, so we're going to start in on the C set. Isn't that great? Round of applause, key of C. Isn't that great? Key of C. Now, we're not completely alien to the key of C. We have done it, haven't we? I feel like we've done it. So let's practice it first of all. Where's my tuner? I'm always losing that thing. There it is. Okay. So C major. Couple of things to remember. First of all, just a quick review. Regular first position on the G string. Okay. On the D string, pulled back 2, but a regular 1 and a regular 3. All the 3s are regular. On the A string, pulled back 1, regular everything else. On the E string, pulled back 2. on the A string, pulled back 2. On the E string, pulled back 2, pulled back 1. But the 3 is where it normally goes. See that? And we're going to try to use our pinky to get the high C after the B. So your pinky's going to cover 2 positions, B and C. And for most people, there's a tiny little gap. So there's your B, and there's your C. See that? Tiny little gap. Depends on the finger. Okay? Let's give it a go. Here's your low C. Keep playing it. Yeah. Better? Okay, let's do it. Ready? Go. Okay, so the high stuff on the way up, not bad, but then once you got up there, everybody went really sharp and you were basically cutting me just like the cheese knife. So sharp, so sharp. Okay, and that is, you know, what kind of happens. You reach up for that C, everything comes out a little sharp. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Not bad, much better that time. Now, the C, the high C was really in tune. The B was sharp, both times. Let's do it again, and this time when we get to the top, let's play 2 Cs, just to kind of get that extra reinforcement of the ear. One more time, guys. Ready, go. Arpeggio. Ready, go. And I gotta tell you, that high C was bang on, and I know you didn't mean it. But it was. So remember, let's do it again just like that. Ready, go. Yeah. Lovely. Good. Okay, now it's going to take some work. C major is not an automatic on the fiddle, but do the work, because that arpeggio where you go from G to high C, it really helps with strengthening, first of all, the high reach, but also your hand not going sharp as a result of the reach. Because you go from the low 2 to the high 4, and if you can keep that low 2 in check, you're good. Now, if you have small hands, or if you have only one knuckle on your pinky, then you can roll forward, get the C, and make sure you roll back to place. See that? Just like that. Very gentle little move there. So if you can't keep your G in tune, so I can, see? I can, but some people have to lean. So all you do is you just roll forward, and then when it comes back to play the G, you roll back. Okay? Should we try one more arpeggio? Let's do it. Ready, go. Not bad. And the other reason we practice C major is that you'll never complain about your high B again when you get your high C. Now let's start this C set. So we got the Jerry Holland tune, West Mabou Hall. It's a march, but it's very gentle march. It's not fast. Aren't you glad we practiced our arpeggios? Because we're going to do some. So everybody got the feel of that? It is not a typical kind of pipe march. It's a very gentle, almost like a slow air, except not quite slow enough. Okay? So let's take a look at this first phrase. Now you see how he has those double stops written in there? See that? They're really nice. And it's kind of part of the tune. So if you can do them, it's really, really good. If you can't do them, pick one of the notes and play it. So it's good. It goes like this. It's an E and a C together, and then an F and a C together, the fifth. And that's the hard one to tune. For most people, it's going to be a bit of a twist to the finger. So, see how that works there? Okay, so that's what you're up against there. Let's just try those first couple of bars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that first full measure, last note, you want that to be an A or a G?
Oh, good question. When I got this tune off of Jerry, he was playing both times an A. And I love the sound of it. What do you think? As opposed to... What do you think? You like the G? It's more predictable.
Maybe that's what I like.
Maybe. Who likes the G? One person. Who likes the A? Everybody else. Let's do the A. So we're going to switch those to A's. Okay? Because I swear to God, Jerry played an A when I was learning it off him in his living room. Both times. And I remember it because of the move you have to make. See that? I do it with my pinky. It's a lot easier to do it with your pinky. Okay, and it's warmer too. And in the key of C, that's half of what the key of C is all about on the fiddle, is that it's a warm, subdued sound. Okay, so you might want to use your pinky for that. Shall we try it? First couple of bars. One, two, three. Not bad. Do it again. One, two, three. Okay, now there's no rhythms written in here, which is very, very typical for marches, but we're doing a little. See that? The short sandwich. Long, short, short, long. And you see how he's got written in there, little lazy G. It's really nice to do if you want to do it. That's what that is. And I do it as a double stop and come off of it. See that? So let's do that first line with those things in there. One, two, three. Do it again. Okay, so very good with the rhythm at the end. You guys are getting the intuition good. And then I do this. See that? Very Cape Breton thing to do. And that's from the open G. So it's kind of like a grace note, if you want to do it. Okay? Anybody having any problems with that A part? No? I'll check with the Zoomers. How you doing, guys? You getting that? Okay, so now we're going to take the grinder to the A part. We're going to do it about 400 times. Drink of coffee first to get me through 300 times. And then adrenaline will do the last 100. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. People kept going to the B part, and you notice how it's exactly the same except up the octave, the first few notes. So that's good. Everybody sounds good. This double stop sound pretty good. They're worth working on, right? Classic double stop. Also a classic, very important one. And it's hard. The 2/5 is hard. That's how I do it. See that? Like that. And I got to use a lot of the front of my finger to get them in tune. I find if I go to the mushy part, it's really hard to tune. Unlike the third finger, where when I do the third finger fifth, I flatten out and it's reliable. It always works. But if I do that with the 2, it's mushy. And each note varies. So you got to watch it. Okay, second part. Just that much. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's get this ending. It's beautiful, and I do a rhythm to it. Okay, that's how I got it off Jerry. So those are short sandwiches. Let's just try that together, okay? Last 2 bars. Ready, go. Again. One more. One more with the pickup of the B flat. Ready? Okay, very, very good. Now, let's see if we can get, let's first of all play the whole B part the first time through. And then we're going to arpeggiate our butts off. Okay? So the first B part. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Exactly the same thing. Ready, 2, 3. Sounds good. Everybody's C is really good, by the way. Check with the Zoomers. How's all that, guys? You getting that in there? It's good? Okay, great. So now we're going to work on these arpeggiations. So, okay, one little change. It's worth it. The, where is it now? Yeah, okay. Second bar from the end. The third last note of the second last bar. It's a D. Let's change it to a high A. Okay? So the second last bar is going to sound like this. Okay?
Which part?
Second last bar of the tune, third last note. Change it to a high A. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes in. The 6th note of the measure is a D. Change it to a high A. It's way better. Okay, let's get these arpeggiations. So in the first one is pretty easy. The second one is tricky. And I use my pinky for it. See that? And then we got... Okay. So that second one I find to be the hardest, for sure. Shall we try it? Let's try them without the pickup note. So this is now the second measure of the last line. Okay? And they're all short sandwiches. 1, 2, 3, go. Lovely. Do it again just like that. Ready? Go. Again. Ready? Go. Sounds good. Everybody got those arpeggios? Not too hard, eh? Okay, so shall we try the whole B part now? Actually, no, let's try the second time around the B part. Okay, ready? 2, 3. Here we go. Yeah, surprise, eh? Long second ending. So you only get to do that first line, and then you're into the second ending. See that? Yeah, takes you by surprise. Do it again. Surprise, surprise. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Very good. Very good and nice and strong. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Really good. Let's do the whole B part. Both times through. 1, 2, 3. Skipping a bar?
Yeah, on the last line. No, I got the same as you. So when we transition from the first part of the B part and then down to the last line,
Yeah.
you're jumping a bar to skipping a whole bar.
No, I'm not. If you look very closely, the second ending has.
What if I don't play that?
Yeah, you don't play that last bar of that
My
line.
mistake, thank you.
Yeah.
I was doing that.
Okay.
It's a big surprise. It's a big surprise. Any other bits or pieces that people want to complain about? Sounds really good. Like the key sounds great. How you guys doing? Any serious problems or misgivings? No? Ailments? Maybe. Okay, good. We're gonna try to get the whole thing. Okay, shall we try it from the top? Just picture it was Cape Breton around Christmas time. Jerry Holland is sitting there in his big recliner chair smoking cigarettes watching CSI. That was his favorite show, right? With the sound off, just the subtitles. And Dougie McDonald had just gotten out of jail for beating up his ex-wife's boyfriend, drunk. And he taught me a tune called McNeil's Reel, which was great. We're going to do it sometime. And then Jerry taught me this tune. Okay, the cigarette smoke is thick in the air. Let's do it. A 1, 2, 3. Everybody like it?
Yeah.
Sounds like you like it. It's a beautiful tune, yeah. Now the next one, Noel Hill's Fancy. It's not really the hardest tune. It's a good, really good middler tune because it's simple and the idea is simple. And then the Jennies is a really cool tune with lots of tricks that you're going to have to do. But so that's why you get a little break with the Knoll Hills. Let me just play it so you can get a sense of it. This whole set, has anybody got the North Atlantic Drift records? No? A couple people. Okay, so on the first record, I'm playing this set, and with the B minor tune at the end. Okay, and it's really cool. And Brian, the guitar player, he actually, for the set, he tuned his guitar down to a B, so that when you were playing the open bottom string, it was a B instead of as usual, it's a D. So what he did was he tuned the whole thing down to a B, and then he put the capo on for the whole C part of the set. And then when we hit the B minor tune at the end, he would rip the capo off and it'd be a big B coming out of the guitar. See that? Totally cool, especially in the studio. So anyway, it's going to be a really cool change there, guys. But let's take a look at this tune. And then the whole thing again pretty well. And that's it. See that? The second part is a little harder. Here we go. And some people are just going to not bother with that note, and that's okay. That's totally okay. You take a little rest. And then I love this ending. See that? Isn't that nice? Just simple and nice. So anyway, let's see if we can get the first phrase. Just that much. Get her nice and strong. And you hear what I'm doing there? See that big up bow? The two E's and the D in the same up bow with a grace note between the E's. That's the one I'm attempting. That's how I'm doing that. Let's give it a try. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. Ready? Go. One more to be sure. Ready? Go. Now, the second phrase, it's one of these typical first phrase, second phrase, first phrase, second phrase again, but it's slightly different. Do you notice that? The bars are kind of on top of each other. So in the third bar, we go C to F. But then when we come down to do it again, it's a little different. See that? So just take note of that. So we're going to do this now. This is the third bar, second line. Let's try that, okay? Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Third bar, first line. C to the F. Ready? Go. Do it again. Very good. Ready? Go. Okay, and then we do the first phrase again. Let's just do it. Ready? Go. Now here's where, now here's where it changes. Let's try it. Last two bars of the first part. Ready? Go. Do it again. Ready? Go. One more time. Ready? Go. Now, to get ahead problem. We're going to do a little side by side. So let's do the second 2 bars of the first line and then second 2 bars of the second line, side by side, so you can get to know the difference. So 3rd bar in, ready, go. Okay, now let's do the last 2 bars. Ready, go. Does that help? Everybody get that clear? Yeah, good. Okay, let's try the whole first part. Nice and slow. Ready, 2, 3. One more. Really good. So feeling okay? Sitting okay on the hand? Check with the Zoomers. How are you, Zoomers? Is it working okay? Good. Okay. I find this tune, when you get it going, it feels really comfortable on the hand. Now, in the second part, that's where this 5th is going to be useful. See that? Second finger on both strings. And then the same when you get later on. Same thing there. So you're going to have to get good at both of those moves. Anyway, let's try the first couple of bars. See that? Nice little scale up. 2 G's. Here we go. We'll play the A pickup and an up bow. Ready, 2, 3. Now, that bar there, you can play it like that, or you can do it the way I learned it, with a cut. Okay, you can do either. But if you do the cut, you don't play the E before the high A. Okay, because the cut's going to take that whole time. And it's really nice. The cut's awesome. Okay, or you can do that. That's fine too. It'll sit on top really, really nice. So let's try just that bar. Okay. So this is the last bar of the 3rd line. Ready, 2, 3, go. Not bad. Not bad. Ready, go. There were some C's. Do it again. Ready, go. Yep. There were more C's that time. Oh, somebody has a question, I think. Hello? I thought somebody had a question. Could have just been my imagination. Who would have a question about this stuff? Okay. So that's that now. So let's try that whole line now. See if we can get that in there. Okay, ready? Second part, first line. Ready, go. Very good. Let's try that ending again. Last 2 bars. Ready, go. Good C's, guys. Do it again. Ready, go. Yeah, and you hear how the note before the C is a G. So you play that with the C. Lovely double stop there, a 4th. Okay. That's all you do. You just leave your bow on there. Lazy bow. Okay, let's try this whole second part a couple of times. Ready, and. Sounds good. Intonation deteriorated slightly when we were doing it a lot of times. You might find that with the key of C. Who has a cramped hand right now? Crampy handy? Yeah? A little bit? Try to, I know that you're pulling back a couple of fingers, but it doesn't mean you have to tense them back there. Always remember, they're just placeholders until you need them, right? So you put that weight to put that pressure on, try to do it in the most relaxed way you can, because it does. The key of C cramps your hand a little bit, not like B flat. B flat gives you what my dad used to call B flatitis, which is like, oh, you know, and it is a bit of a stretch. But okay, shake it out. We're gonna do the whole tune. Oh. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Orchestra. Great. Very, very good. Check with the Zoomers. How did you guys do? Is it all right? That's excellent. Very, very good. Okay, well, I definitely have worked you hard enough. I can see everybody going like this. I understand. So that's great for tonight. So tonight we strengthen those jigs. You guys know what to work on with that. We got the two tunes in the C set. We got two more, right? So get familiar. And not only did my band record it, also Jerry Holland did. It doesn't have the B tune at the end, but I think he does the first three because we did it in tribute to him when we did it on our record. So it's definitely worth listening to. And it is on the, what is it now? Fathers and Sons record, if you have that one. Very, very good one. Alrighty? And we're still taking new members, so put out the word. Whoever wants to, and I'm really interested in different instruments. So, you know, we had a flute player there for a while. I have to get in touch with her. But accordions or banjos or whatever would be great. Sure, tenor banjos. Yeah, the other kind wouldn't work very much. Okay, Zoomers, hopefully see you in person soon. Have a good